Do you want some of this chicken, brother? Do some? Fucking they did. I'll pay my taxes. You don't want to be that. Honestly, that's a burden. Seriously. I'm being serious. You don't want to be Jesus Christ. Christ's light is lightest, and I would say that Christ also gives the same graces that he brought the world to the people who follow him. So, like the power to forgive sins and heal and things like that, you know? And those are the things that, frankly, are the greatest things that you can be blessed with in this life.
Fear is the beginning of what?
Fear? Fear is the result of separation from God.
Fear is the beginning of all wisdom.
Yeah.
You can fear Jesus Christ. I thank God for Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You should.
I can't go through that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Go through this kind of thing. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Take life for granted.
Don't take life for granted.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you've experienced way more in this life than most, you know? So I bet you've had a long life. Does your life feel short at this point? Do you think that there's people who are your same age to look at their life and think their life feels short? They haven't felt like they've wandered a long time or been to a lot of different places and things. I think that that's something beautiful. That's a gift that God gave to you, along with your life. Yeah, I'm being serious, dude. That's. I think you should think of people. I don't know. I look at myself like I got hit in the face recently, and I kind of like it. My nose isn't straight now, and I'm like, I look at myself and I'm like, I don't know. There's just something there now. It's like I'm more of a person than I was before. It's like we're all born into this world being like babies, like blank slates of paper, kind of, you know, and then we grow up into our bodies and who we are, and that's all time. Yeah. By the way,
Jesus came,
yeah,
his teachings were so many that if they were to write them in books, there would be no room to contain
yeah,
all his teachings.
yeah,
We studied the clouds to see what it takes to make a cloud. What does a cloud exist? The existence. What is it?
yeah,
Well, they found memory molecules, which led them to find out. The study continued, and they said, "Oh, humans are all knowing. Their books, the teaching was so. Why would he come and teach that knowledge?"
you think you came from the sky? Is what you're saying? The
So
memory
I
from
can
the
understand right now. You see, you can
Yeah.
feel like I'm Jesus Christ because we're all knowing.
I'm not all knowing. I know what I know.
Studying the clouds, they found memory molecules.
Yeah.
They continue to study. What led their study to find out, to learn about humans' memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
All those teachings she came and gave were
Yeah.
capable
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
digest.
Yeah.
We're more than just flesh. We are a spirit. We are more than just flesh and a spirit. We are a soul.
Yeah.
But it's a war.
Yeah.
The soul is what they learn. It's already done. There's nothing to figure out. It's written. There's nothing to try to learn. It's written. Everything. There's nothing new under the sun. It goes.
Yeah. Okay.
The earth is anointed. The weather is anointed.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Goes around and around. All that is anointed. It won't let nothing stop them. This feather's a bitch. I can't take it. It's a motherfucker. It's powerful. And it gets done what it has to. I understand. But we'll continue to follow it on. And fucking it's anointed. It pays the fucking money. They don't care how it feels. It's gonna have to do it every fucking day. Every fucking day. This is a creation of their creation.
Do you think it's gonna? Do you think the cycle's not? The cycle's not. It just doesn't keep going in cycles. You know you're getting out of here though. You know what I mean? Like you think? Do you believe in heaven?
Well, you know of a place called Ariel? Ariel. A-R-I-E-L.
No.
Which is back in the Bible. You have a concordance? Ariel. It's just another name for New Jerusalem.
My Bible's fucked up. Okay.
When New Jerusalem would descend and be on this earth. Why?
I never looked in the back. What is it because I talk about it right after this?
Is that heaven? No, I think heaven was already here. I think Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, they had two angels. I think one is ark and the other no. There's
When you said that, I saw the word arc. You're linked to my head or something, you know.
west and east and there are no female angels. Amen.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Powerful.
Yeah.
But I've seen a human lung dog. Whew. Healthy. We got air. It's healthy.
Yeah.
The angel could wipe out.
Because it's to do with because like Eve is a reflection of Adam, but the angels aren't in they're not in the cycles of Earth. Cycles are an earthly thing. But in heaven there is no cycles. There is no night. It's just day. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 So I think that the AI thing that they have running, it's like the fact that it's secret is like a secret like feminine power that's ruling. I think it doesn't like it. I think what you should have instead of a secret Illuminati is like a public, like the Vatican, like a priesthood.
Will help me. The mother had HIV, and the father had newborn. They have 2 kids. Better than that. They have to share the same blood, the baby and the mother. Why didn't the baby have it?
Who? You talking about?
They have 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? The babies don't have it. But they share the same blood the mother does. Why don't they have it?
Have what?
The father has AIDS.
Oh.
HIV.
I got you. I got you.
The baby doesn't have it.
I don't even really believe in
blood as the mother.
a lot of HIV. I heard has to do with it's activated. So this is what I heard. I heard that a lot of it had to do with just immune system failures because of like just the sickness, the viruses that are going around at the time, and people were taking a lot of party drugs, basically. So there's a lot of gay people taking a lot of party drugs, and a lot of people died. HIV is like a virus a lot of people just have, you know what I mean? And it kind of just got confused because it's like dormant in a lot of people. And they started giving out this drug called ATZ, and that killed a bunch of people. I guess it was a drug that used to kill cancer patients that they couldn't use, and they already produced a bunch of it. And so they're like, well, let's test it. Let's like try it on these people. You know what I mean? Even though the AIDS wasn't, because I think the picture was is that it was fatal or something. And then so a lot of people died from that. And then once they started giving out proper treatments, you know, all of the funding and the red bands and stuff like that stopped. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. It makes sense to me though. I believe it. Yeah, yeah. I think that most healing is spiritual. I think people should look at the big picture of things. Yeah. I know. Like it sounds like really.
For the soul.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your body. I mean, you can look at it in terms of like dead pieces, but it's better to look at everything in terms of like both points and waves. So you shouldn't like look at it as pieces. Like you know what I mean? It's like they're a little fractal intelligence. They say so they solve problems. They run around solve problems. They think. They see things. You know what I mean? But you're a big picture thing. You know what I mean? And so a lot of sickness, it's like half sometimes people kind of half want to die. And so it's like they're receiving these messages from the executive being like, well, why should I be healing this thing? I thought you said we were shutting down. I thought we were going into this process or that process. You know what I mean? Like it just is the way it is. Like, I don't know. People are like flowers. We need sun. Uh, but so that's why acupuncture things work. Because like, say if you have like cancer and like here, you poke this area a lot, and you're like,
cut off his heel. Now he has a heel. There are 2. His feet are normal. He has no age. They're all healthy.
who are?
The family I was talking about.
Yeah.
The 2 boys were named Miracle.
Hey. Bless. Do you think that I think that the whole medical community is lying about AIDS.
I believe what I'm talking about is
Yeah.
the new Bible.
Yeah, okay.
That don't happen.
I believe you.
So my eyes seen this. he decides to live a different way than how he was living in church. Teaching the Bible. He was a man that ate book written apart as a demon. And God
Mm-hmm.
so that baby must have killed, and both of them didn't get nothing. Those who were allowed to come into this world for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're still doing what they do. I haven't looked at it today. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. It's about out, but hit it as much as you want.
So that's impressive. You keep the Bible open.
I was actually gonna do a reading of Samuel. Yeah.
What a page?
I like record myself reading the Bible. I should like share to people. Do you want to hear? Do you want to read?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
All right, let me eat this. Just I like it because it's like you know, like,
Real shit.
yeah. Mm.
You asked.
You know, church often.
You didn't ask. You said,
Huh? What?
You said, I'm hungry. And bam, food came out of my backpack, and then that car pulled up.
Yes, sir.
That food came.
Yes, sir.
That's powerful. That's powerful. There's something here, huh? See?
Brother, I worship God all day, every 24/7.
It's the word of God. Abide in the word of God. You ask God.
And my sin, bro.
I'm hungry.
I actually say the Psalms. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Brother.
So what does that mean? You are right now abiding in the word is abiding in you. You're not going to go and try to throw certain steps, right? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, you don't cuss. You
I like us.
you have your vocabulary. It's broad the way you have it.
That's from my mom, and my mom's black. People don't expect that.
Oh no, there's a lot
Yeah.
of black folks that my boss, Sean, he looked like Barry Bonds. He was a
Mhm.
buff motherfucker. I used to be a buff motherfucker. I got pictures. I'll show you.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
It's okay though. So yeah, Sean, and he was wider than okay, we supposed to be good. Even my father used to make fun of him. Yeah, you know the way he would respond to the you know, he was the superintendent. He was like, I would do the same way. I would never fucking this one. He'll break his arm, he'll still go work. Next day, he's not gonna fuck that chick up. Cause he got a secret check and he got a deal check. He paid child support.
I guess
But he was not
do this just run
his
out.
wife.
I need to figure that out.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That was my bad. Yeah. All right, let me read some of this real quick. So, where I'm at in the story is that so Samuel, who's like a good king of Israel, basically the people just asked for a ruler, and so he just gave them this kid named Saul, and he basically performed like a little fake ritual in order so that the people would think that like Saul was a prophet, and so that Saul would believe he was a prophet, basically. And Saul, unlike unlike David, a character who will come later, he was motivated to go to the temple because he heard that there was a man of renown there, basically, and that's actually why he was even would continue to search for his sheep as well. Um, Samuel is a very, very, very wise man. Samuel was a gift from God, basically. His mother couldn't get pregnant, and she said that if I have a son, I'll give you to you. So God basically opened up her womb, gave her Samuel, and then they dropped Samuel off at the temple ever since he was a boy, and Samuel became very holy because of that. So, anyways, so that's where So Samuel is the king, right? Is the king right now? Basically, he's more like a religious leader. He's not like a, you know what I mean. I should say, or is what happens here? Yeah, his sons are not that good though, which is a repeating pattern, which is weird. Because if he's such a great king, why his sons aren't good? What has happened with the king before? Um, but yeah. So because his sons are kind of shitty and stuff like that, they say that they want to have like a strong king to rule over them and to fight a battle against the Philistines and things and stuff like that. And he says, okay. So okay. Long live the king. Yeah. So he just got anointed. Long live the king. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So this is Saul. This is Saul who's getting anointed king. Saul is the person who will actually go after David. So he's actually kind of has a little bit. Saul has a villain arc. Samuel's good king. Good, like not really sort of a king. Appoints Saul as king because people want to call king, and he even warns the people multiple times, like if you guys have a king, he's gonna like send your kings into battle. He's gonna like own all your property and do all this stuff, make all your women work for him and stuff like that. And they're like, well, we want to kick anyway because we want to destroy the Philistines and shit like that. So and he's like, all right. And God told me it's gonna be bad like 8 times, but you guys keep asking. And they're like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." By the way, the same thing happens with Judas. Judas betrays Christ because they want Christ to overthrow Rome. And Christ is like, no, we're not doing that. And they're like, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. So, what's up, brother? Hey, eating some chicken. Eating some chicken, reading the Bible. We're about to read the Bible. Doing some chicken? Yeah.
Thank
Some
you.
over here. Yeah.
Do you want one of those corn?
Yeah, have a corn, brother. Have a corn. I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is that cool? What's up? You too. You too.
He never brings with me.
Okay. I've been dropping stuff off at Circle K recently because of the food stamps, just like some muffins and stuff. So I guess I realized I thought my food stamps got canceled. I thought they ended, and then I checked and I was like, oh shit.
Is this your address?
My food stamps? I don't have an address. I have a brother who lives here. I don't have an address.
So they should get the car.
I have a card.
That's empty.
How did I get my card? Yeah, they maybe I don't remember how I got my card. They might have sent it to ASC. They maybe sent it to my brother's address. I don't remember at the time. But yeah. I think they gave me physical card while I was there. They did. Yeah. But yeah, that was a while ago. And yeah. So yay. What do you want from the store though?
Oh,
What do you like? Yeah.
they have parfait. They have peanut butter toast sandwiches. They have barbecue. Burger.
You mean like like pulled pork sandwich or something like that?
These are just things that I'm just thinking about.
Yeah, like pulled pork sandwich or something like that.
Yeah, so a sandwich or something straight. I don't care.
I like getting those beef hot dogs, like pure beef hot dogs. They're actually like good. They're not even like regular. They're not even hot dogs. They're like sausages. They're beef sausages. You don't even a hot dog bun.
And you go to Walmart. You're not talking about Circle K.
I go to Walmart. Circle K's prices ain't prime for what I'm usually trying to do. Although if I'm late night, I'm trying to get a drink. I don't know.
Don't be stupid though.
I'm not being stupid. I'm literally I love God a lot.
Not like that, like, but you know, just instead of saying be smart, just say I'll just say don't be stupid.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. At this time, Nahash led the army of the Amorites against the Israeli city of Jabesh Gilead. But the citizens of Jabesh asked for peace. Leave us alone, and we will be thy servants, they pleaded. All right, Nahash said, but only on one condition. I will gouge out the right eye of every one of you as a disgrace upon all of Israel. Give us 7 days. Excuse me. Give us 7 days to see if we can get some help, replied the elders of Jabesh. None of our brothers will come and save us. We will agree to your terms, if none of our brothers. When a messenger came to Gibashal, Saul's hometown, and told the people about their plight, everyone broke into tears. Saul was plowing the field, and when he returned to town, he asked, "What's the matter? Everyone is crying. Why is everyone crying?" So they told him the message from Jabesh. The Spirit of God came strongly upon Saul, and he became very angry. He took 2 oxen and cut them into pieces and sent messengers to carry them throughout all of Israel. This is what will happen to the oxen. Sorry. This is what will happen to the oxen if anyone who refuses to follow Saul and Samuel to battle, he announced. And God caused the people to be afraid of Saul's anger, and they came to him as one man. He counted them in Bezek and found that there were 300,000 of them, in addition to 30,000 from Judah. So he sent the messengers back to Jashbesh Galid to say, "We will rescue you before tomorrow noon." What a joy there was throughout the city when the message arrived. When the men from Jabesh told their enemies, "We surrender tomorrow. We surrender tomorrow. We will come out to you, and you can do to us what you wish." But early the next morning, Saul arrived, having divided his army into 3 detachments, and launched a surprise attack against the Amorites, slaughtering them all morning long. The remnant of their army was so badly scattered that no 2 of them were left together. So this is kind of interesting because I feel like this is kind of a repeating pattern of Saul, where there's like a game ship about his miracles and feats. Like instead of the messenger coming back, it's like people were kind of like helping him out and giving them a proper message to the Amorites saying we don't surrender. They lied and said that we did, and then they go out and slaughter them. It's very similar to a pattern that's in an earlier bit of the Testament with Jacob and his children, because basically in order to make a pact with the people that they're feuding with, the other people, they agree to circumcise themselves, and afterwards, because Jacob's sons still hadn't forgiven them, they kill them while they were still healing from being circumcised. So this idea that they tell them that they're going to surrender. Huh?
What is all that?
The purpose of the circumcision is about getting rid of excess material that's not relevant to the purpose of the patriarchy, basically. And so that's also a simulation with the sucking of the blood as well, which is removing of the water, like the symbolism of Genesis to clear the mound. You know what I mean? It's like skinning a stick to build with. No, I'm uncircumcised.
Get rid of that fucking filthy flesh, dog.
Yes. Yes. I'm in the spirit, brother.
I think, yeah, it's public.
I think you're in the spirit too.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
In order to learn the spirit, they have to
sacrifice. They have to give things up.
Live the way they live.
Yeah, yeah. Because you have to get rid of the parts of you that aren't pure in some sense. Because you might think you worship God, but you might have all these other parts that actually want. Huh?
Pepe Le Pew. My friend used to call his dick Pepe Le
Pepe Le Pew. Alright, little smelly. Little smelly, flirty little bastard. Yeah, I got myself a little Pepe Le Pew myself. I'm not gonna lie, right? I need to go take a dip in the Rio Grande. Yeah. No, I need to swim in the Rio Grande for real, though. Pepe Le Pew. I need to find a cigarette. You ever just try to find cigarettes at this time of night? That's what I mostly try and do around this time. So. If I find like a little cigarette, I could put it in my bowl. That's what I'm saying. If you have a really, can I put some of the cigarette in my bowl? Do you want to put some in here, or do you want to smoke it legit, or just put some in here? What? But just put some little bit of tobacco in here and then light it like that to like be more conservative with it. Well, I don't know, bro. It's your cigarette. I don't want to waste your cigarette. Bless up. Thank you. How much do you love tobacco? I love tobacco, bro. Like for me, I smoke tobacco and weed. So like I'm walking around looking for tobacco, and I usually already have some weed from like church or something, or someone that gave to me. Yeah, thank you.
That one came out of Harvest campaign.
Huh? What'd you say?
That one came out of Harvest campaign.
That's fine. Brother, I'm like vaccinated to fuck. I'll be vaccinated with needles. I don't give a fuck.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna fucking eat. What I'm working on now is my shit cool. This time, I'm gonna buy a gun.
Do it with your chick?
Whoever takes my father. It's bull. What's the racket? Because I don't want to go through that shit. It has to be a change. And then if I have to, I'll kill him. But before I do that, I'll tell my family.
Don't kill. Don't kill.
Fuck with my family.
Hey, you think you can break God's law? Like it's not good for you. You know? He puts those lines because he says you cross that, you'll be very far from it. All right.
But if I have a gun,
he's always there. It's just hard. It's just hard for you to feel. But his presence is not.
My uncle did kill it.
Yay. Sorry.
Yeah, he killed the whole family.
I understand. Sorry, I don't mean to say that.
My last name was.
God forgives sin. But I'm just like, don't decide to kill someone.
Didn't I just say about Portuguese and Hawaiian?
Yeah. Who are you killing?
I don't kill my uncle.
I know you're not killing. Sorry, but I'm saying that symbolic, like, because I think that there's a place, there's a time and place for everything. We kill demons, something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. But demons aren't a person. You focus on the demons in yourself. I can see those. I can't see your demons. The demons that I see are just a reflection of something that I'm producing.
Oh, my dad's family dead.
Yeah. 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 Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up to all those folks. Being serious.
That's a curse.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually by the way, that's a real life. That's a real life. And that's of not fearing of anything here. You know Samson's like that, I feel like. What are you feeling right now? Sorry. You okay?
I'm gonna go out. I think this means wrong. I can't die, dog. Because I see.
The spirit doesn't die, brother.
I
The body
you
rests.
from purple and you die.
The body rests. The
And
spirit
you
never
die.
dies. Yeah.
She never called it fucking ambulance. He's not medical fucking professional. He's not fucking professional dude. But I think I don't want to die.
Be patient, brother. Be patient. But early next morning, Saul arrived, having divided his army. Then the people exclaimed to Samuel, "Where are those men who said that Saul shouldn't be our king? Bring them here, and we will kill them." But Saul replied, "No, no one will be executed today, for today the Lord has rescued Israel." Then Samuel said to the people, "Come, let us go to Gilgal and reconfirm Saul as our good king." So they went to Gilgal, and in a solemn ceremony before the Lord, they crowned him as their king. Then they offered peace offerings to the Lord, and Saul and all of Israel were very happy. Then Samuel addressed the people again. "Look," he said, "I've done as you asked. I have given you a good king. I have selected him ahead of my own sons, and now I stand here, an old, gray-haired man in public service from my time. From the time he was a lad."
Saw the one with the women was
Yeah.
then the boy, it's my son. Oh, it's my son. The king said to his soldier, "Cut him in half."
No, that's Sam's. That's not Saul. That's
The why king was.
That's not Saul.
All kings
That's
had that wisdom.
Yeah, I know you're talking about with all the wives and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, that is the same person. But that's not Saul. Saul, I actually haven't read that story in the Bible myself yet. I've had it been told to me at church, so I need to get to that. I'm not actually. Yeah. Saul is
So you know the good news, the gospel. Now you're reading the Old Testament.
Yeah, I read the Gospels too. Mostly when I read the Gospels, I do it by myself.
You read the mother you speak of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, bro, I'm young. I got years. It's not like the world's ending tomorrow.
Right? Mexicans can name their kids Jesus.
Yeah.
If you think that's probably your name.
Well, so, I mean, the problem is that the Christ part, like, brother, it's not something I say lightly. You know what I mean? I've been a Christian for many, many, many years. I know what I'm saying, what that like means. You know what I mean? And I know that if I say that to any true Christian, they shouldn't give anything to me. So I understand what I'm saying. I'm being serious. Huh?
You don't use drugs.
I use marijuana. I use tobacco. And when I say it shouldn't give anything to me, um, I mean that, and I mean that in a special sense. You know what I mean? It's like if I was a president and they saw me and they realized that I was Jesus, it's like, should they put me in a mansion? No, they shouldn't. Because I need to learn. I need to practice. You know what I mean? I'm young, so let me do my own thing. You know. If people give me money, sometimes it's too much money, and I give it away. So that's my mentality right now. You know, It's like I'm trying to make sure. I'm also trying to make sure I can really make sure this body's as pure as I can.
I think last night they were market stores. With big money.
Yeah, you're probably right. What are you talking about?
They have a square in New York. So when bottle tea and we just said which from the lower self-execution or distress or phantoms who make it with peril or sword. So phantoms maidens, I think that has to do with when we don't have any money, we are in a recession. We are having no money. And New York was the only place that had work because tycoons, oil people, well, they were deprived their children of being rich, but they didn't deprive them of being themselves. You know what I mean?
You're saying wealth is like fertilizer?
No, I'm saying they didn't want the money to damage the kids. They knew the love of money. People do two things. So they were to be rich, they were to love money. They were it's a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The parents. They would buy up all the oil drums so nobody could
Yeah.
fuck them. Buy all the oil drums. Oh, recycle. Whatever it took. There was one guy she moved Jackie Collins wrote. Chick, chick over the mom, material business. They called her Lucky. And she was fucking with big oil tycoons. And they play games, the oil tycoons. They play like something was wrong. He lost weight, you know, you're in love, and he wanted to taste from the woman. So it was your show. So he made that purposely happen. So he put on real look, and she did. And he owned ships, uh, you know, the ones that were fleets. I'm trying to remember his name. But these are the cool moves that they made in life because she ran casinos, big money. That's what her life was. She had to stay on top of keep it fucking the money fucking. It's casino business. Mafioso, Italian, Campino, Gotti, the last one. But this was just a book, and a woman wrote good books about that. And then they wrote a book called Master of the Game, not Jay Collins. But I don't say The tycoon. Okay, so you said something about not having it. But you said something that reminded me of what that guy did with his kids. He didn't let them have money. People rich. They had money, but they weren't rich. That's fucked up. That guy.
No. That's nothing. They're going away. It's fine. They're going to the bank.
You got money in the wallet, huh?
No.
You got food stamps.
Oh, yeah, I do. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Just not cash money.
I'm poor.
If you want the rest, I'll finish it. If you want the rest, I'll finish it. Unless you want to keep it for later.
Oh.
They said you're full. Let's say. Look, he said, I have done as you asked. I have given you a king. I have selected him ahead of my own sons, and now I stand here, an old, gray haired man who has been in public service from the time he was a lad. Now, tell me as I stand before the Lord and before his anointed king, whose ox or donkey have I stolen? Have I ever defrauded you? Have I ever oppressed you? Have I ever taken a bribe? Tell me, and I will make right whatever I have done wrong. No, they replied. You have never defrauded or oppressed us in any way, and you have never taken one single bribe. The Lord and his anointed king, the Lord and his anointed king are my witness, Samuel declared, that you can never accuse me of robbing you. That is true, they replied. It is the Lord who appointed Moses and Aaron, Samuel continued. He brought your ancestors out of the land of Egypt. Now stand here quietly before the Lord as I remind you all of the good things he has done for you and your ancestors. When the Israelites were in Egypt, he cried out to the Lord. He sent Moses and Aaron to bring them out into this land. But they soon forgot the Lord their God. So he let them be conquered by Syria and the general king of Hazor's army, and by the Philistines and the king of Moab. They cried to the Lord again, and confessed that they had sinned by turning away from him and worshipping Baal and Ashtaroth, their idols. And they pleaded, We will worship you and you alone, if only you will rescue us from our enemies. Then the Lord sent Gideon, Barak, Jephthah, and Samuel to save ye, and ye lived in safety. But when you were afraid of Nesharoth, king of Ammon, you came to me and said you wanted a king to reign over ye. But the Lord thy God was already thy king, for he has always been thy king. All right, here is the king you have chosen. Look him over. You have asked for him, and the Lord has answered your request. Now,
If you will fear and worship the Lord and listen to his commandments and not rebel against the Lord, and if you are both, excuse me, and if both you and your king follow the Lord your God, then all will be well. But if you rebel against the Lord and his commandments and refuse to listen to him, then his hand will be heavy upon you as it was upon thy ancestors. Now, watch as the Lord does. What's up, brother? Watch as the Lord does great miracles. You know that it does not rain at this time of year during the wheat harvest. I will pray for what the Lord to me. I will pray for the Lord to send thunder and rain today, so that you will realize the extent of your wickedness in asking for a king. So Samuel called the Lord, and the Lord sent thunder and rain, and all the people were very much afraid of the Lord and of Samuel. Pray for us lest we die, they cried out to Samuel, for now we have added to all of our other sins, asking for a king. Don't be frightened, Samuel reassured them. You have certainly done wrong, but make sure that now you worship the Lord with the true enthusiasm, that you don't turn your back on him in any way. Other gods can't help you. The Lord will not abandon his chosen people, for that would be a dishonor to his great name. He made you a special nation for himself, just because he wanted to. As for me, far be it from me that I should sin against the Lord by ending my prayers for you. I will continue to teach you I will continue to teach you those things which are good and right. Trust the Lord and sincerely worship him. Think of all the tremendous things he has done for ye. But if thou continue to sin, your king will be destroyed. By this time Saul had reigned over for 1 year. In the second year of his reign, he selected 3,000 special troops and took 2,000 of them with him to Meshesh, the mount of Bethel, while the other 1,000 men remained with Jonathan, Saul's son, in Gabash, the army, the land of Benjamin. And the rest of the army was sent home. Then Jonathan attacked and destroyed the garrison of the Philistines at Geba. The news spread quickly throughout the land that the Philistines and Saul sounded the call. News spread quickly throughout the land of the Philistines, and Saul sounded the call to arms throughout the land of Israel. He announced he had destroyed the Philistine garrison and warned the troops that they stank to high heaven as far as the Philistines were concerned. So the entire Israeli army mobilized and joined Gilgal. The Philistines recruited a mighty army of 3,000 chariots, 6,000 horsemen, so many soldiers that they were thick as sands along the seashore, that they camped at the Mishes east of Beth-aven. When the men of Israel saw the vast mass of enemy troops, they lost their nerve entirely and tried to hide in their caves, thickets, coverts, and among the rocks, and even the tombs of the cisterns. Even the tombs and the cisterns. A cistern is it's a word for like a well. Some of them crossed the Jordan River and escaped to the land of Gad and Gilead. Meanwhile, Saul stayed at Gilead, and those who were with him trembled with fear. It's bad to be in a cistern because that's where you get clean water from. It's like clean water. With them. Samuel had told Saul earlier to wait 7 days for his arrival, but when he still didn't come, Saul's troops. I read that. Samuel had told Saul earlier to wait 7 days for his arrival, but when he still didn't come, Saul's troops rapidly slipping away. He decided to sacrifice a burnt offering and peace offering himself. But just as he was finishing, Samuel arrived. Saul went to meet him and to receive his blessing. But Samuel said, "What have you done?" "Well," Saul replied, "when I saw that my men were scattering from me, and that ye hadn't arrived by the time you had said you would, and that the Philistines were at Mishmash ready for battle, I said, the Philistines are ready to march against us, and I have even asked for the Lord's help. So I reluctantly offered a burnt offering, without waiting for you to arrive." Is that such a big deal, Samuel? You fool, Samuel exclaimed. You have disobeyed the commandment of the Lord God. He was planning to make you and your descendants kings of Israel forever, but now your destiny must end here. The Lord wants a man who will obey him, and he has discovered the man he wants has already appointed him over as king of Israel and his people, for you have not obeyed the Lord or his commandments. Samuel then left Gilgal and went to Gabash, the land of Benjamin. When Saul counted the soldiers who were still with him, he found there were... Huh? Louder? Shorter? Sorry. Huh? Sorry. Okay, sorry. When Saul counted the soldiers who were still with him, he found that there were only 600 left. Saul and Jonathan and the 600 men set up their camp in Geba in the land of Benjamin, but the Philistines stayed at Mishbesh. 3 companies of raiders soon left the camp of the Philistines. One went toward Orpha in the land of Shaul, another went to Bathron, a third moved toward the border above the valley of Sebeon near the desert. There were no blacksmiths at this time in the land of Israel in those days, for the Philistines wouldn't allow them in fear of them making swords and spears for the Hebrews. So, whenever the Israelis needed to sharpen their plowshares, discs, axes, and sickles, they had to take them to the Philistines' blacksmiths. The schedule of the charge was as follows: sharpening for a plow, point 60 cents; sharpening for a disc, 60 cents; sharpening for an axe, 30; for a sickle, another 30; knocks goad, another 30 cents. So there was not a single sword nor spear in the entire army of Israel that day, except for Saul's and Jonathan's. The mountain pass at Mishmash had been meanwhile secured by a contingent of the Philistine army. A day or so later, Prince Jonathan said to his young bodyguard, "Come on, let us cross on to the garrison of the Philistines." But he didn't tell his father that he was leaving. Saul and his 600 men were camped at the edge of Gibeah, around the pomegranate tree of Megron. Among his men of Alash, the priests, the son of Ishbash, brother Ashbash, was the garrison, and the great gods of Eli, the priests.
Not cold?
Huh?
You're not cold?
No, I'm kind of cold. I was gonna see if my car was open. Sometimes someone sleeps in my car, but if you want, you can probably sleep in my car if no one's in there.
Your car is it?
Yeah, my car's over there. I have a car, but it doesn't drive. But you can sleep in there if you want. No, it doesn't. It won't turn on, but it's gonna be much warmer in there. Trust me. I sleep in there, and it's nice. I got a bunch of clothes in there. You can pile them on you. But I said there might be someone in there, but because someone else, like I said, it's cold. You want me to see? Want to go check?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna finish up this video. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done. Thy kingdom come, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our debts, as we forgive those who debt against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power, the eternity, and glory forever. Amen.